Hello everyone, we have here Mr. Stace Yaneyabu.
Yes.
Stace has a very interesting journey with his education. I hope the interview that we are doing now can be an inspiration to young people out there who think that education stops when you try and you didn't get in to education, to the university, colleges and all that. Stace have a very interesting journey and he will tell us himself. So Stace, introduce yourself and you will tell us the journey that you went through until you graduated. Stace graduated recently in the 68th graduation ceremony on the 24th of April. He graduated with a bachelor degree in business management. Thank you, Stace.
Thank you, Mrs. Kua, for having me here. I am from Yaneyabu. My father is from Yaneyabu. My mother is from Hela, Tari. So I was born in Mount Again and at 1997, and then we moved down to Ley, and I resided at Ley for the rest of my time there. I attended Ley Adventist Primary School. Both my parents are Seventh-day Adventist, so I grew up in a family where my parents are really dedicated to church roles and responsibilities. So I went there, and my primary days I went there at Ley Adventist Primary School, grade 1 to grade 8, and then after completing my primary education, I continued to Bumayong Lutheran Secondary School. But at that time, Bumayong was facing a lot of challenges like school fights, and school fights there was continuous. I couldn't stay there, and then my parents decided to transfer me out, so they secured a space for me at Ley Secondary School. So I continued my secondary education at Ley Sec, and then at 2015 I completed my grade 12, but then I wasn't able to secure a space in any of the tertiary institutions. So I stayed back home with my parents. My dad specializes in sawmilling, timbers at around Morobe province, so I stayed there. I helped him out in this 2 years I stayed back with him. I helped him where I could. I helped him out, and it was really challenging. Although there were naysayers, people talk, especially from my father's side. They said, why wasn't he able to continue his education and study? But I'm really grateful for my parents. They were really supportive of me at the time. I continued staying with them. The challenges I faced throughout these 2 years was really tough. I did not go away from the path that they showed me as a small boy growing up. So I continued to live with them, and then at 2018 I applied for non-school leavers, and they accepted me at IBSU.
At IBS.
IBS.
Okay, you applied after grade 12, you applied to Unistraight,
Yeah.
or?
I applied here, I applied at Unitec, I applied at all colleges and institutions,
But you were not accepted.
I was not accepted.
So tell us how you managed to apply. Did you upgrade during your 2 years at home?
Yes. I upgraded my marks at DODL at Polytech, is a branch of Unitec, so for the past 2 years I upgraded there, and then I applied and they got me at IBSU. And then I came there 2018. I stayed there the first semester, but I couldn't complete that because my other big sister was at PAU and she was doing a final year. So my parents said they could not afford both of us to continue there because IBSU and PAU they have a record of really high tuition fees.
Tuition fees, yes.
I told my parents that it's okay for me, I'll withdraw and let my big sister continue education to complete there. So to ease the burden for both for parents. So I came here. I heard that the Open College was accepting students, so they said you have to fill application to come. Then I filled my application. I came here. I dropped my application, and then I waited patiently for the names to come out, and I was fortunate enough that I got selected, accepted, and I came here. That was in 2018. So I did my 2018 year at Open College. 2018, 2019. Mr. McDonald was previously was interviewed, and he was one of my tutors there.
Okay.
So he was one of the. We look forward to attending his classes, because his classes was really good. He talked outside of the textbook and to reality situations have applied to his tutors and lectures. So me, a lot of boys. David Abuga was one of the boys.
Yes.
He was one of the guys that we stick together at the Open College in 2018, 2019. We completed our diploma program, business management, and we had to graduate. So at 2020, we graduated with our diploma program, and then we also applied internally. And for our bids, there's maybe 25 to 30 students we applied for the internal program to take up business management, but when the list came out on 2021, it was only only 3 of us were selected to
Business management
business management
division. The others.
The others went on to HR, tourism, and I think the rest of them went to tourism and handful to HR, but only three boys, me, David Apuka, and Emmanuel, but he withdrew on 2021, semester 1, yeah. So I continued there. Coming into the internal mode, my course mates, they were really open up to us, to me and David. They really welcomed us. They saw us our classes are different from the open college side. All this stuff that are involved in taking classes to tutoring to basically the internal life, I could say.
Okay.
So,
what would you say to young people that have similar situations like you? They didn't accept them in. What can you say to encourage them?
That I would say, go through these hardships. You have to endure a lot of things in life. Cultural backgrounds. People will say this and that to put you down. I experienced that a lot. And endurance too. You've got to be strong. Endurance to friends. Your friends around you are very influential.
And they're important, the friends
yes,
you choose.
The friends you choose are your inner circle, I would say. So you have to have friends that are like-minded like yourself and that have the same characters as you. As you see yourself in them, that's a very good thing.
Yeah.
So you can help each other out whenever there are circumstances that you cannot fathom. So that's one of the things. I will also say that I endured a lot of things, even though I went around with friends that are bad influence. But looking back where I came from, my parents really taught me how to showed me the way. Even though I went around with friends that consume alcohol, smoke, drugs, I went around with them, but I did not partake in any of these things. So I'm proud to say that.
And your parents, they supported you, even though you were there with them for 2 years. They supported you, made sure that you're complete.
Yes. So my mom, she doesn't go to work. She stays at home. So my dad only supports us. So he was really supportive, although my uncles from my mother's side and from my dad's side, they did not come true. But my dad really, I really looked upon my dad. He does a lot. He says less, but he does a lot and it speaks a lot.
His action
Yes.
speaks a lot. Okay, and during the recent graduation, you were given an award by the division for your academic excellence. Tell those young people out there, even though you are down there, you can still come in. It is the system that sometimes we need to
Yes.
overcome.
Yes.
Just give an encouragement to the young people, and then your last say.
Encouragement to other students who are in the same situation. Discipline, commitment, persistence, consistency. Those are a lot of things. And all these are important. You have to stay committed to what you love, committed to yourself, be disciplined. Time management is very important. I wasn't very good at time management. I did a lot of things I wasn't supposed to do. I'm not proud of it, but I came through. I thank God for this journey. Even though I ventured out a bit, but God paved the way for me to come here.
Thank you.
Encouragement. You may go astray in life, but number one priority is prioritize God, family, and yourself. It's very important.
You have any last word to say to your family, your parents, your mom, your dad?
Yes, I would like to say thank you to, first of all, to God, to family, my mom and dad, my small brothers and sisters. They were my motivation. They were my motivation to continue this. They need to be an example to them that life doesn't come in a full package. It comes with ups and downs. So you continue to do what you do, and you will succeed at the end. So thank you also to of course, to you and Mr. McDonald, my tutors and my lecturers, the staffs at Open College, my brothers and sisters at Open College too. They played a very big role to where I am at now, and also to the Morobe provincial government. They paid my tuition fees, even though I was not on the TESAS scholarship for the past years, but the Morobe provincial government really helped my parents out and supporting some of the fees paying. So I would like to thank all my sponsors.
Thank you, Stace. Any of you out there who have interesting stories to tell, you can get in touch with me, and your stories will be an inspiration to someone out there who is struggling in life. Thank you, Stace.
Thank you, Mrs. Goa.